Another day. I don't have to wonder about if Ten Hag is at my club anymore. Another day. Yeah. Show some decorum. Yeah. Stop smiling. Why do you look so giddy this morning? Yeah. Oh man, good times, man. Good times. Good memories. Good memories, people, man. We should never forget Ten Hag. We should never forget him. He done the club wonders. He done an amazing job. He won us 2 trophies. You know, second most successful. Was it second most successful manager in the Premier League at that point? Yeah, man. We can't forget Ten Hag, man. Who are we to be forgetting Ten Hag? You know, it's not like I was just like I wasn't listening for Tears for Fears just a second ago. You know, getting myself up in the mood. But make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Get your teas in. Get your teas in. Yeah. Make sure you hustle every day. Make sure you get your rivals' tears, and then we move. And also make sure you use one hand when you drink stuff, and use your other hand when you wipe your ass. Because in one hand, got Amorim coming. In the other hand, I'll wipe my ass with. I've got Ten Hag. He's not here no more. Not here no more. The celebration party shall continue. But there's been a lot of developments, anyways. You could say pretty much in the last since you've been asleep, in the last 12 hours, 14 hours even, lots of development around Ruben Amorim. And I thought, you know what? Let me just dive into. Let me just dive into you know when you get giddy, yeah, and you feel like you know a manager, obviously, but you want to do more research. You want to see, oh, let me see how he does this. How does he do that? Let me go check up some videos. Statman, they brought out a video. Didn't think he'd done that great, anyways. Not sorry. Didn't think he'd done a great breakdown. I think there's one called Meta Football. Meta Football gives a better, clear idea of how Amorim sets up and how he plays, and it's actually very impressive. But before we do that, look, 50 of you in the house already, do smash the like button. The likes are very, very important. You lot have been wonderful, so please make sure you do that. Strasbourg Steve in the morning as well. Big up yourself, man. He says, I watch Portuguese football, and I'm not going to lie, Amorim would be an excellent appointment for Man United. Israel says, Ruben at the wheel. Trust Amorim. I think, actually, to be fair, I think there's a misconception about him selling Bruno. When Amorim came into the job in the summer of 2020, Bruno Fernandes left in that I'm pretty sure he left in the January of 2020. So they didn't even get to meet each other. So they didn't actually exist with one another. So if anyone you're going to big up anyone, it's probably going to be their sporting director that did that. And that's who Man City are getting at the end of the season. But yeah, man, almost here. Big up yourself. Big up Jamie Wayne. He says nearly done 3 years. Contract has been handed to him. Sporting assistant coach is ready to take over Sporting. Wait, is there some new developments? I need to go on Twitter, man, because this is the home of the news, isn't it? My only worry is with Amorim is, yes, he won 2 league in the Premier League, but it's totally different kettle of fish. You also were told that ETH won leagues. Just hope it's not like this in 2 years. Yeah, but then I could rebuttal that and say you don't know who's going to really do a great job. Like whether it's Xavi, whether it's Thomas Frank, or whoever it is, you don't know who's going to do a job. It's always going to be a gamble, isn't it? It's going to be a totally new system, which is quite exciting, though. I'm not going to lie, as a United fan, it is quite exciting. Big up Broderick in the building as well. I'm pretty sure, Broderick, you are a Chelsea or Liverpool fan, right? Chill says Eric Ten Bogro. Big up, Dan, man. Big up yourself. Big up Sumya as well. You know what? Yeah, these videos will start getting some ads and stuff, and hopefully you lot bear with me in it because I need to earn some dosh while I do this. Yeah, but bro, they take like a week to update all the watch hours, and obviously you need watch hours and whatnot so you can go and do it. It's a joke, man. Just like Ten Hag is a joke. Cass wearing an Ali G fit. Hey, come on, windbreaker. It's old school, man. I love it. Always good content. Big up Double LE, man. Big up yourself, man. Hopefully you lot have got your teas in. It's cold today, man. That's the only reason why I'm actually wearing this. Yeah, 1, kind of want to show off the red. 2, it's actually kind of cold. Top channel as well. A big up, man. Look, I'm going to start adding. I don't know what you look like. I'm trying to appease the fan. I'm trying to appease you lot. So before we get into this, I'm going to make sure I do a timestamp so people can skip the small talk. but the small talk is the first part where I start talking to you guys first. And I'll go through some of your comments. So then after about 7, 8, 10 minutes, then I'll get into the nitty-gritty of stuff. See, with all of this like overlay stuff, this is where I need you guys' opinion. Because I'm pretty sure you lot don't care too much. But obviously you might have seen my watch along. I had like a what's it called? A football pitch. And then I done a copycat version of Mark Goldbridge's like live score here. And then I had some stuff along the bottom. Would you lot prefer that visually? Would you want me to add stuff like that? Or is it fine like this? Like, you let me know what's appeasing to you, then I can kind of get a gist of things. I might have a thing where I have like here, I might have like a table, like, you know, like when Man United are a table or something like that. But that means I might be able to go on OBS or not. I don't know. I'm trying to get like just getting some ideas. Big up Cass's appointment is very interesting. I agree. I'm focusing on the wording. He isn't being called a manager. He's a head coach, which is what they want as well. The new ownership model at United is in full swing. No more managers. It's still a manager though, isn't it? Really, really, isn't it? Maybe he doesn't want to manage overseas situations and just wants to coach, which I think is fair enough. So what does it mean? Because Ten Hag didn't work, we must stop trying and coming up managers. Exactly. I think the league is going to be mad competitive in a few years. We don't know what it's going to look like in a few years, though. Drastic change. Excuse me. It's going to be a lot of drastic changes, definitely. Like, I know we got the new manager. Arsenal could have a new manager if they fail to win the league. You know, Slot, we'll see if he's even still around, if he's still there. Pep's not going to be here no more in a few years. So yeah, you may be all right. Maybe it would be quite interesting. We might even have a new manager by then. What, am I back? Come on, Man United are back, baby. What are we doing here? We're back. Come on. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Give it a year or so. Give it a couple years. You know, like it will fly by just like that. Some of you may have kids. I might be married. Who knows? It's just, come on, man. It's scary times. Keep it United talk. Cass, love the content. Cass, yes, keep it away. It's green and gold. Would be nice against the dirty Glazers. Well, this is Ineos, man. Now, these players who don't cut the mustard will be thrown to the dirt track. I'm full of hopium. We are back. Look, Saka is him. I know who this is as well, by the way. You was in Deji's chat yesterday. That's you, innit? You changed your name. I think you changed your name. I'm pretty sure you changed your name. Am I stupid? No? I don't know. Anyways, man. But anyways, let's get straight into it, man. About Ruben Amorim. What a name, by the way. What a name, by the way. Ruben Amorim, man. Yeah. I don't even, no, you're not. No, you wasn't in Saka's chat. Never mind then. You got the same picture then, but big up yourself, right? Ruben Amorim. Now, you know what it is? I think the most important thing to realize is I think a lot of us are gassed because it's a bit of a change. And, you know, change is exciting, right? For some. Some may not like it, some may do, right? But the change of it is obviously the three at the back, which I think suits a lot of our players. We went through this briefly yesterday with some of the managers and some of the players, correct? So on that notice, we're going to look at a change of system where we see back three defenders. Now, when I was looking, and also I remember saying this, if anyone's watched Rant's show yesterday, I did say I got told anyways, right? And it was actually just, you know what? It's actually just random on Insta where people just feed you stuff saying that Ruben Amorim is pretty much going to be the top contender to be the Man United manager. I thought it was going to be shabby though, because I take these kind of messages with a pinch of salt. They said, if you look at all the data, Ineos are all about data. They invested into it. You know, they're making sure that they look into it a lot more analysis as well. They brought a lot of them into the club, and all the data that shows with the players, you know, even stuff like personalities and the way, what's it called? The age of the squad, the type of abilities of the players. It breaks it all down, right? And Ruben Amorim topped all of that. Actually, Thomas Frank was actually sort of near the middle, but he topped the list and he was like if I saw the list, and I think it actually got posted about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, right? There was like a list of all different managers, a good 10 of them. There was like even Terzic, was it Xavi? There was even Xabi Alonso on it. All the managers we've been linked to, the one that had the green, and it was greener than any other manager. The data shows that Ruben Amorim is the best fit for the current group of players that's at Man United right now. Right, and he's coming in to be a head coach. And I looked into it, and I don't think you should always look at data. I don't think it's that important, right? Like, as in, it is, but it isn't. Because sometimes I feel like you got to know the personality of a coach. But then in that data also shows, like he was talking about the type of personality the manager has as well, which is crazy, right? There's a whole breakdown of things. So I was like, oh, wow, what the data is actually showing literally a whole breakdown of all different things and scenarios, like it's been done by computer. I'm thinking, what about human element, right? Because human element's a big thing. And obviously you can see on the eye. When he's talking about possession-based attacking football, he fits the mold. Yeah, this is exactly what Barada, and this is exactly what Ashworth likes. Obviously, if you look at his previous clubs as well with Newcastle, and especially with Brighton, possession attacking, you would say that Newcastle are very attacking, not possession-based, but very attacking, direct, bit of a different style there. And then obviously Jason Wilcox from Manchester City at that point, obviously possession-based. So obviously the vision's there. Now, people might think of 3, technically 5, if you want to look at it like that. 3-4-2-1 is like it sounds defensive, right? But it really isn't. When it comes to possession, Ruben Amorim of this season, anyways, even last year, tops the list of possession. I think right now it's in something in the regions of 63%. I think it's just 1% or 2% higher than Benfica, right? So he keeps a lot of the ball. And apparently, Man City had this coach at the top of their list as well to replace Pep Guardiola. So you never know. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, according to that Zionist over there, which we're not going to say, his name's Sam, I'm pretty sure he's going to say that he said along the lines that Man City are going to put out like some sort of PR thing to say that they were never on the list in the first place, right? So if we nick one under their nose, it could be a plus, but it doesn't mean there's not going to be other managers. I'm pretty sure City are not crying over it, right? So yeah, but even continuing from that, it's like, so the possession-based stuff is great. And you should see the way things I was watching yesterday in his build-up. I was so interested. Like, it was quite confusing. And I'm wondering what kind of player can do this certain role in the centre-back. So in build-up, he uses the goal. It's a bit similar. It's a bit similar, actually. A little bit similar, if not really similar, to how Pep builds up, right? You got Vardio. Sometimes when he's on the left, he's nice high up and wide, and obviously with the right hand side, Rico Lewis these days, right? And even John Stones. But John Stones acts as a midfielder. In the build-up, it's like I don't know what to call it exactly. It's like a 3-3-2-2 kind of thing. It's so odd to explain that I wish I could just bring up a screen without it getting copyrighted. Because if I was to put on a screen, you look at it and it wouldn't make no sense. And obviously, I've got a tactical board I can use for you guys, right? But even then, I can't use it because copyright apparently. So I wouldn't want to do that. But anyway, let me try to explain it a little bit. So what he has is he has the goalkeeper Diogo Costa split in the 2 centre backs, right? So he's effectively been used as a third player, like an outfield player. So and then he splits the 2 centre backs, bit like Ten Hag, how we like wingers high up and wide. This time he wants his wing backs high up and wide, right? Left and right, pretty much near the halfway line. But what he has is that third centre back who's good on the ball. He acts as like a DM with the DM, or centre mid at that. And that's how they build up and make sure that if they're creating space, they're always creating some sort of angles in space. And if anyone wants to pressure, the reason for why the wing backs are so high, far up and wide is because if the whole team decides they want to press you, then they've got that long ball on, left or right. Because typically, if you're going to go up quite high up against a team, obviously there's going to be leaving a space or some spaces in behind, which we've seen Brentford exploit with Tottenham. And they exploited that with Man City earlier this season. So this is why I'll say sometimes the back three might not always look like a back three. It's not built up like a normal back three. It's very interesting. It's very different. So that's where we get a little bit of I feel like the brand new car, the brand new toy kind of feeling, when it comes to change. It's different. It's exciting. And I do wonder if Lisandro Martinez would be that guy to act as that DM. Well, he's a centre back effectively, but he would also use as a DM, but in build up, right? Because he's probably our most nimble player. But then I thought of another player that can do that, which is actually Yoro. Yoro can also act as like technically a second centre mid. Victor Lindelof can also technically do that role if need be. De Ligt, no. No, hell no, not like that. Harry Maguire, hell no. This is and Johnny Evans also could be that, but not really, right? So, but effectively, when it comes to our centre backs, a lot of them would be very, very comfortable in a back three. But before I go like get into the midfield and attack, let me go through some of your comments. But again, look, there's 161 of you in the house. Please subscribe. Do like the video as well if you're new. Big up to anyone that has liked the video. What are we on at the moment? We're on 63. So like in build up, finally, we're not using one midfielder. He's technically using quite the core of the team, you know? So I'm actually excited about that. Let me go up and see what you lot are saying as well. Ruben is hugely into analytics. He reduced injuries by 20% at Sporting. He's young, ambitious, astute. I think he's 39 years old as well and charismatic. We won on XG, get the F out. He won't get you top 4 this year, but he will give you a play of board. Just need to back him. Fraser, I'm going to start that. I'm going to come back to that a little bit later because I'm going to give you a little bit of a scenario. I'm looking forward to Amorim, but let's hope these players don't try and throw him under the bus and get rid of the Deadwood cast. I think the Deadwood's going to go regardless, Dan. And to be fair, I wouldn't even say that the players threw Ten Hag under the bus. You know, look at the first half display against West Ham. The only thing that we could say that kind of threw him under the bus is probably the finishing ability. He could be in a job right now if these lot decided they wanted to finish their dinner. You got to think, right? Since since 2022, I'm pretty sure that if I read it correctly, about 80% of the team has been changed. 80% of the team has been changed. They were all his players in pretty much. And you got to think like in moments. I don't remember these players like not even running, you know. But don't get me wrong, this is what he wanted. You know, I would say there's some players that didn't give extra efforts, but I don't blame them at this point. I don't think they down-tooled him. There's no reason. I don't see anyone really blaming the players overall why the manager got sacked. I'll be honest. Without being a hater, do you think Amorim fixes the season? Most of the players aren't his and would need to get in the summer to get all his stuff. Obviously, we're going to have to talk about the season here. Yeah, I'm going to start that as well. So I'm going to start that and I'm going to come back to that so I can read some more comments out as well. I mean, you can say that, but some players are actually posting farewell posts. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? But I think that's PR. That's normal. You know, it shows a little bit of like human element, like, you know, but the only one that's not going to do it is like, look at David De Gea's post. Look at Varane liking a certain post. You know, look at Amad Diallo. I don't remember him saying anything. If not, you know what I mean? There's certain players that don't like him. It's obvious. There are a lot of good things I'm hearing about Amorim, but what is his weak points? I've got a weak point for him as well. So I'm going to talk about the midfield. Let me start that as well. He rejected the other clubs. Oh, your Prem PR teams are full of crap. I don't know what you're on about that, Jamie. I don't know if he got. I don't know if he got rejected. I'm pretty sure. What's the situation with Chelsea? I think with Chelsea, they wanted him, but I think he wanted too much money. If I'm correct, Liverpool or Chelsea weren't prepared to give him as much money as he wanted. West Ham, I think he rejected West Ham, and with Liverpool, I'm not. I think it was again. I think it was in the summer. I think Sporting wanted something along the lines of like 20 million euros to release him. When as of right now, it's 10 million euros. So the 20 million euros, I don't think Liverpool are willing to pay that unless there's some Liverpool fans in here or Chelsea fans. Let me know what it was about why Amorim didn't end up at your club. I'm pretty sure it was always a financial thing, nothing to do with his personality or anything like that. He wanted too much control for Chelsea's liking. Liverpool said he wanted too much money. Oh, fair enough. Ten Hag is gone. Show your joy with some likes. Get to 100. Big up Ross. Ross, you're manager moderator. Big up yourself. We're on 74 likes. We can get this up more. So this was the first one that I saw. Where is it? This one, B Winnie. He says, without being a hater, do you think Amorim fixes the season? In my humble opinion, absolutely. And this kind of links in with what Fraser said about you not getting top 4 this year. Again, that's a prediction. Obviously, we're going to assume that United look bad, so we're not going to think they're going to get top 4. But with this, most of the players aren't his. But this is where we've got to look at characters of players. You don't need... So this is where Ineos has come into this, in my opinion, right? And you got to look at some of these players that look like an Amorim player. Like Euro is You got to think of Diamonde. Yeah, Diamonde is a wicked player. He's the centre back that fills in the role like a John Stones next to in build up. Right, he's the guy that's really good in obviously in build up. See, I think United have two of those players. I think Euro can do that, and I also believe Lisandro Martinez can do that because he's definitely very comfortable in the middle of the park, press resistant. So I would say both of them suit what he wants. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about with the left centre back role is he might like Luke Shaw because of his pace. And Nasso's got a lot of pace and covers the wide areas very well. Lisandro Martinez has definitely shocked me. He's definitely shocked me about how he defends wide spaces because I've seen him get roasted there quite a lot. But he's handled West Ham's wide space, especially when he got doubled up on even in Burmo, two of the better players in the league. So Bowen was one of them. And obviously in Burmo, two best right wingers out of five are the best right wingers in the league, potentially, right? So, but I think he might, if Luke Shaw's fit, I'm not gonna lie, like I hate to say it, but I think he might like Luke Shaw there. Lissandro could be the guy in the middle to start dictating play a little bit more. But I think he's gonna love the lick a little bit more than the others. But I do believe he's gonna use him as the main centre back in the middle. But Euro is definitely his guy. Diogo Costa is really good in possession. Anana won't have an issue fitting into what he wants. So that's two players, right? We look at the wing backs. Now, I don't think there's I don't believe there's any wing backs that actually. I don't believe there's any wing backs that kind of suit what he wants, but I do believe there's a youngster in Harry Amas that can be used to what he likes on the left-hand side, right? And that's going to be it's going to be interesting to see what he does for that because that's where I think he might struggle. But I look on the right-hand side and I look at the lower Mazraoui. I think that's kind of covered there, innit? You've got two great, like Mazraoui acted pretty much as a wing back at Ajax. You know, he was used more defensively at Bayern, but the low, especially the low playing wing back, I think he's a great option there, and I think he would like him a lot. We talk about again a lot of the players that you say aren't his, but let's go to the midfield. Agate, he knows him very well. He's the one that birthed Agate. He made Agate, so that's one option. The other centre mid, he's gonna like someone that's good in control on the ball, Kobe Mainu. Now, I don't know how he's going to use him, and I don't know how much energy is going to be in terms of the pressing. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a role for Mainu, but let's be real. Mainu's a great player. He will fit. You know, remember, he likes technical-based possession style kind of players at the same time as he likes direct ones at the front. The only ones that's going to be, I think he's going to love Ahmad, and then I think the rest of them are up for question, to be fair. But we was always up for question on Garnacho's and Rashford's. Xerxes and Højlund, we'll see which one he prefers because Gyökeres goes into wide channels, which is Højlund's game. But when it comes to link up, obviously that's not really Højlund's greatest game. But this is why a coach needs to improve players, right? So that's why I say a lot of these players does suit him, and that's why the data shows that he does suit this team quite a lot. But that was interesting. While I'm doing this as well, by the way, I'm trying to update this stuff, and this is what makes me go on to the next one as well about top four and whatnot. Jeff's big up Jeff. Says a good day from Australia. Just beware the rinse and repeat we've seen before. Players perform for the new man that throw under the bus eventually. That's down to Ineos then, isn't it? That really and truly, if he's there to be a head coach, let him head coach and get literally. We focus that on head coaching, nothing more. The managing side of it all is down to Ineos. So let's see if these lot can go hand in hand, right? It's obviously with us, we got PTSDs of the past. So again, it requires patience, and then we can make our judgments. And I'm pretty sure we'll see his style of play. We can't sit as United fans and say this guy can't play ball. You know, we got sold under Eric Ten Hag. He changed his way of playing. Jay Burt Telegraph come out and said he's not changing his way of playing, which I put him as a tier 2.5 for United. I'm pretty sure he's not going to change the way he plays. That's made him succeed so much, right? So again, I think we can reserve our judgments a little bit, but I hear what you're saying as well, because at the same time, we know what it's like. But remember, there's a whole batch of new players. Big up for the super chat and big up for all the way in Australia. What time is it there? Is it about, it's got about 9 o'clock there, right? 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that, depending where you are. You know what, in the comments, let me know where you're actually from, by the way, like in the world. If you let me know where you are from in the world, that'd be sick. Then I can kind of get to know you lot a little bit more that I don't know too much. There are a lot of good things I'm hearing about Amorim, but what is his weak points? Cool. So after watching him, yeah, because obviously I've seen him with Palhinha, Nunes, I've seen him with Marita, I've seen him with what's his name as well, Garte. He's got Hillman now as one of them. Is that he? So when it's like built up, obviously you got your three, your wing backs, and then you got a very narrow three in the middle of the park. He's all about risky passes, right? Getting into the front three quickly and directly, right? So they get to the front three and they can move the ball in pretty much seconds, right? The only issue with that is if you've got a team that knows how to close the ball very well and intercept, let's say Arsenal, they got great players that can do that, right? Like Declan Rice. You're going to get hit on the counter attack. And when it comes to counter attack, even in the Portuguese league, he sits 14th. As it like of last season, by the way, not this year, because he's only conceded 2 goals, which we can say he's only conceded 2 goals in the league at the moment. And he scored 30. Last year, he got hit on some counterattacks, and obviously that leads to some errors when the centre mid, like Marita, if you watch the game against Atalanta, which they lost, Atalanta wasn't the better team. Sporting were the better team than them, but Atalanta hit them in crucial moments. And when they intercepted the ball in the middle of the park with like Edison's and stuff like that, that's when Marita, I remember seeing, if I'm correct, the ball got intercepted and he made it was a crazy, crazy break from Atalanta and he scored from it. So really and truly, it's not about leaving space. It's just about getting countered, like getting dispossessed, turnovers and whatnot. So his weakness is pretty much, or Man United's biggest weakness, unfortunately, right now, is getting counterattacked. So getting counterattacked is going to be a big thing for United, and we'll see how they can close it down. This is why he requires high energy. A bit like Ten Hag's teams, he wants high energy, right? But at the same time, his teams need to press. Like obviously, Sporting Lisbon, right? They press very well. Man United don't press very well from what we've seen. They pressed in moments. You go, then I will go, then he will go. They never press as a team. And if they did do it before under Ten Hag, it was for like 5 minutes. If that even. It wasn't a great spectacle, but that is his weak points. And someone like Liverpool could be a Amorim weakness. Anyone that's got great counter-attacking teams, we'll see, innit? We'll see how it's evolved. But at the same time, with Amorim, it's not like he looks at the other team and tries to set up how the other team is going to be. He sticks to his own principles and sticks to his own guns, and you're going to have to figure out a way. Sometimes you're going to win most of your games, maybe, but you're going to have to suffer some losses here along the road anyways. But when it comes to, in my opinion, a bit like Maresca, don't get me wrong, great coach. Actually, to be fair, he builds up kind of similar to how Amorim builds up. But at the same time, I think like a possession-based team like Chelsea, I think could be it'll be interesting battle to see what the deadlock is in the middle of the park and then see how things are solved. But yeah, we need a plan A. United need a plan A more than ever. More than ever for me. He might not get us top 4, but he might get us Champions League. I expect a Europa League. I think it's still important that United sets some standards. It shouldn't be, I expect the Europa League, but I won't get onto him for not winning the Europa League, if that makes sense. I still expect it though, because I think we're the best team in the competition. But with the top 4 stuff, hear me out on this, right? Hear me out on this. We have got, who have we got this? I'm going to go through where some of you said that. One sec. Let me see, where are you lot? Where are you from? I'll get into that in a second. Big up Midoriya. Smash the likes if you haven't done so yet. Yeah, I know where you're from, definitely. Cairo, you're from Egypt, South Africa. I didn't even know that, you know. I thought you was actually over here. Manchester, England, Indonesia. Big up Hussein, man. Manchester, Adelaide, South Australia, New York, USA. Wow, it's early for you, Noble, isn't it? Hey, Jim, what? You're not even gone to bed yet. California, you're like 7, 8 hours behind. You're from Mars. Big up. So am I, Nick. I'm from Mars too. That's why I'm wearing red. Big up the Mars community, man. You're from England, Lucky Singh. Big up, man. Nottingham. It's quite a few. USA. Is that Massachusetts? Is that MA? That Auckland, New Zealand? Oh, we got people all Blackpool. Nigeria. We got Nigeria, South Africa. Flipping. Oh, you lot. This thing's kind of global, isn't it? Big up to all your souls, man. Big up to all your souls. But yeah, with the top 4 stuff, right? For me, I looked at the table earlier. Yeah, and you know what? I might even You know what? I am going to bring up I am going to make an extra graphic for the next stream. Maybe no, for tomorrow. I'll bring up an extra graphic, right? So you lot can. So I don't even have to even check it myself. So I was looking at the table and looking at the fixtures, and this is what I'm saying about how things can change in its head really, really quick. So we got Chelsea next, yeah, who was on 17 points. United are on 11 points. Chelsea make us, if we beat Chelsea, which I think is going to happen, right? Sorry, Chelsea fans, but I'm not conceding a defeat to you at Old Trafford when we got a manager bounce on the road, on the rise as well. Yeah. All of a sudden, we're 3 points behind. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Amorim will make United a lot more solid. Chelsea also got a difficult run coming up. Like, they're actually in their difficult run as they speak. They got Arsenal too. Yeah. Tottenham, who are 2 points above us, have got Aston Villa at Tottenham. So whether they draw, win, lose against Villa, it could be a win-win for us, right? And then we continue and look at like the Brightons and Forest and stuff. I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct, I know we shouldn't really be looking at Forest, yeah, because this is how shameless it's going to get. But I'm pretty sure Forest has got West Ham next, and then they got Newcastle next after that. So you look at the tables and wonder, wait, hold on, United have got who soon? Leicester, Ipswich, Bodo Glimts of the world. You know, the team from Greece as well. Chelsea. No, United's not got that bad of a run. Bournemouth is coming up. So I'm just saying, the table, people, can look very, very awkward in the next couple of weeks before the international break. Yeah. Chelsea, yeah. If I'm correct, you've got Man United and then you've got Arsenal. What we saying? If Man United beat you and obviously Arsenal come to the bridge, and let's say that's a clash of however it looks, we're saying United could be in and around. All of a sudden, different tune. A little bit premature to say. Am I getting giddy? Absolutely. You can't come on this channel and think, you're not going to get some shameless giddy Cass. Us United fans we're on Mars. Like Nick said, we're from Mars. We are Martians. We're Cassians at this rate. Cooking. Big up all the way in Uganda, man. It's 2:52 there, so you're 3 hours ahead. Big up yourself, Olowell. I hope I said your name correctly as well, man. When is Amorim coming? Well, according to this, contracts and everything have been pretty much sorted, right? I think everything's done except for some little minor points. And I think the release is something along the lines of, I think, what's the release? Like 10 million euros? So like 7 million pounds? By the way, I hope you lot got your teas as well, by the way, or your brews or your hot drinks, because I've forgotten to drink mine after the last 10 minutes. And now I'm going to have to drink a lukewarm tea. But make sure, because guess what we got going on? We're going to have some rival tears. That's what we got in the chat right now. Rival tears. What was I right about, Yelladine? What was I right about? Rude will be in charge, Cass. Yeah, but I don't mind that. I don't care who's in charge. Rude knows good players, good ballers. He knows what to do. He's a good manager. Well, in terms of I don't know tactically if he's great, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to the man management and stuff, I think right now the players need a confidence boost. That's all I care about. They got the ability to play. Obviously, he's going to select who plays. But for me, Amorim will probably be done by the time we play Chelsea. Amorim will be done, but he'll be in the stands. He'll be waiting to take over. That's just my prediction. Amorim likes technical players in the front three. Gyökeres, Trincao, Gonçalves, Edwards are all good at interlinking tight spaces in the final third. The system is made for players like Ahmad and Xerxes. I can see Xerxes playing on off the left. You know, in the left wing in the half spaces. I can see him playing there personally. I think it could be an interesting. We'll see. Anyways, he's gonna have to work out what his best 11 is. Cass, how do you know the Ugandan time? I mean, the guy just said it. No. I'm Cass-lying. Cass never read the news. LOL. Why? Why should I never read the news? All the way in Kuwait. Abdullah Arhamli. Was it Arhamli? Yeah. Salam alaikum. Jamaica. All the way there. Rude won't beat Enzo Maresca. I doubt it. Yeah, I know Rude's in charge. I already know this. I don't mind it. I don't need him to be his first game against Chelsea. I don't think it's good for the club to put him against Chelsea, in my opinion. No joke. I don't think it's going to be the case. I don't think that's a good option. Like, let him come in something easy. You know, who's after Chelsea? Let me double check. His first game could be Europa League. 7.5 million, you're saying. Hannah, you're not Hannah, are you? Like, Hannah, who are you? Where's that last name, bro? Saraswati. Where's that? What's that name from? Naviana. Like, you didn't have to use the word creamer in there, you know. Just say it, innit? Big pause. Whether you're a woman or not, big pause. Creamer? Nah, this is too early for that. Is it? I just woke up, just still rubbing my eyeballs. Pause. I don't know why I said it like that. Sorry, we gotta end this pause thing in like 2024 as well. What's the latest? And please summarize me. Basically, Amorim's pretty much sorted. It's pretty much sorted. We're gonna go live later, and hopefully there's gonna be a deal. It's gonna be a deal that's gonna be done. All right, Stevie Mark, I promise you this, yeah, or Stevie Mac, sorry. If you don't want to become a member, shameless plug. It's not shameless because it's my channel, I suppose. I've got memberships, just support memberships. And you know what? I'm probably going to add perks as we go along and the channel grows. Like, watch it. I mean, I don't know, I might do a call-in show. I might want to talk to some of you lot. Yada, yada, yada. But right now, it's just about gaining support. We've got the membership #1, yeah? And I didn't even get to select it. It's stupid because I didn't even get to select the prices. It was just default, yeah? So I need to change it, I think. I'd rather them just be cheap as shit, yeah? Like, I'd rather just be $1.99, $2.99, $3.99 done. So I'll probably have to redo the whole thing. But it don't matter. I don't care anyway. Someone wants to support, they'll do what they need to do, right? We've got Casslayer. Then we've got Copycast. And then we've got Only Cass. I'm a shameless bastard. I'll take a membership. All right, Ginger, Bish, if you want to take a membership, grateful, man. I'm grateful. Let me do some sign language. There we go, man. That's what we need to do. No game is an easy game. Throw him in a deep end from South Africa. Just throw him in the deep end. So imagine this. Then. Listen to the scenario, right? So let me guess this. He comes in against Chelsea. We already know what some fans are like, right? And through some fans, we can say they're harsh. He comes in against Chelsea. I think we beat Chelsea anyways, right? It can go. It's a big gamble. He wins, gets glorified. He gets spoken about like he's the next best thing. Sky Sports will absolutely rip into it. They will love it. They'll put expectations in him like no tomorrow. But if he loses, the headlines would be: Is he the right man? What Ineos doing? Excuse me, I've got hiccups. I've drank that too quick. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want to ease him into a fixture, a decent fixture where you know you're more than likely going to win. But again, he needs to work out his best 11. He definitely does need to work out his best 11. Need to do this quick. I've got that long left. Where is it? There it is. Boom. Why? What are we clipping? Clip what? Okay. I've been educated. So this is just kind of confirming to me. Then you are actually Donna Cullen, isn't it? This is your burner. Yeah. It's definitely Donna Cullen, anyways. I want that man that beat Ancelotti and that Madrid team to La Liga with Aubameyang, Adama Traore, and Rafinha. Who's that? You're gonna have to. Yeah. Who's that? I want the man that. Jordan, who are you talking about? I want that man that beat Ancelotti and that Madrid team to La Liga with Aubameyang, Adama Traore, and Rafinha. Who had all three of them at the same time? Oh, Xavi. It was Xavi, innit? I was confused. Oh, yeah, of course. You know what threw me off? It was Adama Traore. I forgot he went there and he got like 5 goals. He got like 5 goals and whatnot. Oh, my God. I got my first member. I've got my first member. Yeah, let me see what you are. You're a Gaslighter. Yes, we got a Gaslighter. If anyone else wants to become a Gaslighter or send a super, you're all blessed. This should be monetized soon as well, so I can start getting a little something. You lot are funny. By the way, remember every day, 11 o'clock or 11:15, I'll be going live here. We're going to be talking about any news. Like I said as well, people, yeah. We're here to break down different. Like, we're just here to just take over slowly but surely. Probably not, to be fair. I'm just gassing my own head, right? I'm gaslighting myself, right? Yeah. We will never run out of news. If anyone in the comments knows why we never run out of news, let us know why. Let them know why. And you know what? As you're letting them know why, I'll explain to you guys. There are other bigger channels, much bigger than this channel. It was 10 times bigger than this channel. There's never a day where there is no news. And you know why? If there's a day I'm struggling to find something to talk about, right? Because it's all been washed up, right? A bit like Amorim. We're going to milk this Amorim thing for quite a while. We're excited. Let's get onto the giddy train, right? Like I said, there might be a day where it's Thursday, Friday. Yeah. There's a certain channel with United Stand. Yeah. Goldbridge is the blueprint. Not his personality, but his channel's a blueprint. He got news galore. There's a reason why I get called copycats. Big up to Goldbridge, man. People might want to slate him. More time, I was calling him out for his opinions, but big up to Goldbridge, man. He'll never see this. But I don't give a shit. Our channel. This ain't even just my channel. Anyone that supports United, this is our channel, yeah? This is our channel. This is our community. We're all eating. Are you doing watch longs? I will be, yeah. I will be doing watch longs, yeah. So anyone that wants to subscribe, obviously, you'll find me doing watch longs. I'll be here pretty much 11 o'clock roughly every day. You will see, even if it's not uploaded, I'm going to go live. It's pretty much every day. I'll be going live at like 11 and about 3:30, 4 o'clock as well, maybe. And then if there's extra, I'll be doing some more stuff down the line. Now, obviously, look, I'm not really one to, I don't really get onto him too much. Don't get me wrong. I don't like his antics, but not everyone's going to like certain people and that. But when it comes to content creators and whatnot, mate, that guy's gold. You know, you don't have to respect the person, but respect the hustle. You know, even if it is SCG paid or whatnot, mate, he's got his money in it. This is Liverpool's channel too. We own you. This is where I need some more Man United mods, you know. I can't be having this in the chat. You know what? Someone time Maradona out for 30 seconds, please. Can someone time him out, please? Because I don't want to be the one that does that. But big up the Sundance new kid. That's made me super happy, by the way. You're monetized, bro. No, I'm not. So basically, all right, cool. Before I end this, because I got to go to Never Found, we can talk some more shit, by the way, more Amorim stuff, by the way, and see what these lot have to say. And then obviously this Rodri Ballon d'Or stuff, Madrid. I've got a lot to say about Madrid and their fans. I'm sorry if you support them, but you lot are washed, right? Absolute crybabies. You know what? We talk about how much Arsenal fans cry. These lot are absolute spoiled little brats, yeah? But we'll talk about that in the next show in the next few minutes, right? Wait, football's been saved. Oh, yeah, I saw that yesterday as well. You know what? I've even lost my train of thought. But yeah, so basically, it takes like a week for all your data to upload with like public watch hours and whatnot. So you get monetized, so you can get adverts on the channel, right? And this is for anyone that wants to make a channel or thinking about making a channel. Just message me on my Instagram, right? Instagram or Twitter. Better for Instagram, trust me. If you lot consider making something, just let me know. Yeah. But the way it works, it takes like a week to update for all the week before, day by day. So if I got like, let's say 100 watch hours in one stream last week, it's not going to get recorded until that 7 days have gone by past. I might have hit 300, which I did on a watch long, right? That's not going to get updated into the system. So I can't exactly click that button that says monetize. Do you know what I mean? You can get memberships after 3,000. You get memberships and super chats, but after that, there's no monetization. Like, you got to get 4,000, which I already have, thanks to you lot, obviously. What's your Insta? MUFCXCAS. That's my Instagram. If you want to message me, and I'll try to help you lot. Just let me know. I can give any questions, anyways. Just message me. Yo, is that Maradona the moron? Yep, the Liverpool moron. That's what he is. The low save the man them. They relied on him and patterned everything up. I think some of the players knew about Amorim before us and has been briefed. Yeah, maybe. I didn't really get to explain the whole Amorim thing, but what we've gone through is his build up, right? So if you go back, we talk about his build up. You know what? I'm gonna search for my app on here. I've got an app on got a tactical thing on here in my iPad, which I can start showing you lot. And I want for maybe later on, or maybe tomorrow, we'll do like a tactical thing and go through it. And from whatever I learn, I will show you guys on the pad, right? And then from there, I can show you a little bit more. But the build up, I would implore, go and educate yourselves a little bit. I think it's called Meta Football. Right, Amorim, Ruben Amorim tactics. You'll see it come up. It's a good breakdown. And yeah, I've even done a previous video about even if it was Liverpool. If Liverpool, when they were linked with Amorim in the summer, I made a video. So something a little bit similar to that. But this is going to go over to Never a Foul anyways. So there's like, how many of users in there? There's a good 350 in here. So if 350 people like myself, you want to go over there, talk some more Man United and extra little bits and bobs with rivals as a panel, then let's all go over there as well. No one else is live, right? So I expect all of you to go over there. If you stay on here, it will say play next, or it will just direct you straight there. So big up, smash all the likes up, smash the likes over there. We're going to be live back again on this channel later, just me and you guys, because it's our channel. Do you know what I mean? Our. A bit like, what's his name? Can't remember his name now. What's the guy that says, let me hold you? Like, you know what I mean? But anyways, in a bit. That was cringy.